What's up, you guys? It's Steve here, and we have an update for you on the arrival time of the stimulus reconciliation bill, and this is your stimulus update. Now, just a little while ago, we had President Joe Biden address the nation on how the Build Back Better bill, stimulus reconciliation, was going to be helping out specifically with prescription drugs. And in this speech, he let us know that they need to pass this ASAP. Take a look, you guys. Articles coming out like this now. Biden says he wants his social safety net bill passed as early as we can get it, as negotiations drag on, saying, listen, Congress, we got to get this done already. We need to push this through and get these provisions out to the American people. And we already got a response from the Senate. Take a look at this. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer details a plan to pass Biden's bill by Christmas amid growing skepticism about the timeline. A lot of people are skeptical, saying, listen, Senator Joe Manchin, Kirsten Sinema, they're not so sure that they're on board, saying we have a cause to pause and take a step back and see how is this actually going to be impacting inflation. And Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer has come out and said, we're going to get this done by the week of the 13th, and just now saying, listen, we will have this done by Christmas. Now, let's dive into the details of these articles and get you caught up as to what they're saying, so that way you can know what's unfolding with the arrival of this bill. And also, if you missed my previous videos, you might want to check them out on stimulus checks, as we're hearing that different states and cities, while we all wait to see if a fourth federal level check will be passed, they're passing their own checks and their own stimulus packages from the provisions given to them from the American Rescue Plan. We've seen different states pass different checks and even cities. So if you missed those, check them out right after this one. But you guys, let's dive in and get you caught up on the arrival time of this new federal level Build Back Better stimulus reconciliation bill. But first, just wanted to say thank you so much for all the support on the second channel, Steve Ram Finance. Over 1,000 subscribers already. I am blown away. I'm really excited about launching that channel. If you're somebody interested in learning about personal finance or growing wealth, consider joining. I'll pin a comment down below. All you got to do is click the link, go subscribe, turn on notifications, and I think it's going to be awesome and help out a ton of people. Really excited about it. But let's dive right in. And first, do me a favor. Smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm if you appreciate the updates. Helps out the channel a ton. Also, leave your comments, share this out. If you want to stay up to date, come join the viewing community, the Ram Fam. All you got to do, totally free, hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. And if you got any specific questions for me, because I know there's a lot going on, I'm easy to get a hold of. All you got to do is shoot me a DM on Instagram at SteveRam3. By far, best way to get a hold of me, you guys. But with that being said, let's dive into these articles that are just coming out on the new timeline, the arrival, the guarantees of the Build Back Better stimulus reconciliation bill. All right, you guys, so link in the description below to the CNN articles that just came out a little while ago, and this one says that President Joe Biden said on Monday today during his speech that he wants his Build Back Better bill to pass the Senate as early as possible, but that he's dedicated to getting it passed regardless how long it takes. So sounding like if it goes past that, he's still willing to commit to getting it done, which doesn't sound promising on arriving early. However, as we mentioned, wait for what Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer has to say. Now, when asked whether the bill will pass the Senate by Christmas, he had originally said that the Democrats' goal was going to be as early as we can get it. He said, I'm willing to get it done no matter how long it takes. But Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer is still insisting that Biden's social safety net bill will pass the chamber by Christmas, even as doubts grow whether such a timeline is achievable given the procedures of the Senate and the lingering differences among Democrats. Now, the remarks, they came after Biden delivered his speech highlighting provisions to lower the prices of prescription drugs in the Build Back Better Act as his signature legislation awaits Senate action. There aren't a lot of things that almost every American can agree on, but I think it's safe to say that all of us can agree that prescription drugs are outrageously expensive in this country. Biden said during his speech in the East Room of the White House, it doesn't need to be that way. Under my Build Back Better bill, which has passed the House of Representatives, it won't be the same way. Biden met with two women who suffered from diabetes ahead of the remarks. The bill, if passed, would cap the cost of insulin at $35 per month for Medicare beneficiaries and those with private insurance. Biden specifically highlighted egregious pricing of insulin in the United States, and he said one of the women that he met with on Monday today who has type 1 diabetes, told him that affording insulin has been the challenge of her and her family's entire life. Sometimes, she said, her sister rationed doses. I've long said that healthcare should be a right, not a privilege in this country, and the women that I've met with today, the millions like them, are the reason why. People for whom the cost of one drug is the difference between hope and fear, life and death, dignity and dependence. The president continued, we're closer than ever to passing the Build Back Better bill and providing people suffering from diabetes and so many other diseases the medicine that they need and the dignity that they deserve. This is not a partisan issue. Biden called on Congress to finish the job, to come together and make a difference in people's lives. So there you have it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. But we've already heard from Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, who said, no, we are going to get this done by Christmas. Take a look at this article. Just came out a little while ago. Link in the description if you'd like to see it for yourself. And it says, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer is still insisting that President Joe Biden's Build Back Better bill can pass his chamber by Christmas, even as doubts grow that such a timeline is achievable given the procedures of the Senate and the lingering differences on Democrats. And as you know, yes, Joe Manchin and Kyrsten Sinema are saying they're still not sure if they're going to be on board. Now, in a letter to his caucus today, on Monday, the Senate Democratic leader said that the next 2 weeks will involve ensuring that the sweeping expansion of the social safety net passes muster with the Senate parliamentarian and also meets its strict budget rules, the process known on Capitol Hill as the bird bath. And he said, now that the House has passed the reconciliation bill, our goal in the Senate is to pass the legislation before Christmas and get it to the president's desk, he said in that letter. So he's saying, we are going to get this done. This is our primary goal in the Senate. Now, going through that process alone could take consideration of the bill all the way up to the week of Christmas. And there are still significant differences remaining on policies, namely from Senator Joe Manchin of West Virginia over how to deal with the expansion of Medicare, methane fees on energy producers, and tax provisions that he wants to see changed. Moreover, there is still disagreement over treatment of state and local tax deductions favored by Democratic leaders and resisted by a number of rank-and-file Democrats and liberals, such as Vermont Independent Bernie Sanders. So across the board, there are a number of items that they still haven't quite got worked out yet. Now, all of which puts Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer's deadline in doubt. Even if a deal is reached on any of those issues, going through the formal process of getting cost estimates from the CBO and meeting the test under the budget rules can take weeks. Manchin and Kyrsten Sinema have both voiced doubts that the bill can get passed by Christmas. I am confident that senators will have ample time to review the text and the CBO scores, said Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, saying this is all going to get done in the next couple weeks. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. So you guys, this all just came out. New updates on the arrival time of the Build Back Better bill just a little while ago, a couple hours ago. And as more information rolls out, I will be sure to keep you up to date. As we heard, even though they're making these promises on the timeline, they still have a number of items that they still got to work out. And we will see what unfolds, and I will keep you up to date here on the channel. And as always, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you made it this far and you haven't already, don't forget, smash that like button. Helps out the channel a ton. Just takes a second. I really appreciate it. Also, leave your comments, share this out. If you want to stay up to date, don't forget, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, totally free, and I'll keep you up to date on everything going on with Congress, the economy, stimulus, unemployment, everything that's taking place. And also, if you want to stay up to date on the second channel, Steve Ram Finance, consider joining. I'll pin that comment down below and you can learn about personal finance and growing wealth. And if you got any specific questions that you want me to answer, I'm easy to get a hold of directly. All you got to do is shoot me a DM on Instagram at SteveRam3. But with that being said, guys, hope this reaches you well. I'll keep you up to date as I hear more. Thank you so much for joining me. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.